looks like to see yourself naked against your will being spread all over the internet.
It's called deepfake pornography.
It was a quiet afternoon when 14-year-old Ruby's world turned upside down. A seemingly innocent photo from her Instagram was manipulated into something horrifying. A fake, explicit image shared across her school. The faces of her classmates, teachers, and even strangers around her suddenly carried silent judgment. What was worse, she had not done anything wrong. This was not just Ruby's story, it's happening everywhere. How would you feel if this nightmare became your reality? Imagine this: you are scrolling through your phone when you receive a message from a friend. It's a link to a video that features you doing something you have never done in a place you have never been. Oh, your heart races. How could this be possible? This is not just a nightmare, this is the terrifying reality of the deepfake, where technology blurs the line between reality and fiction. Today we are deep diving into the disturbing world of deepfakes, how they are made, their chilling consequences, and how to spot and fight deepfakes, especially deepfake pornography.
The world of deepfakes is very sinister.
Dangers of deepfakes.
Deepfake online videos. He's become the target of a scam after being tricked by deepfake technology.
Fake pornographic images that are targeting women.
Deepfakes. Deepfake technology.
Without rapid advances in AI, the public is increasingly aware that what you see on your screen may not be real. A new use of technology in the age of artificial intelligence had led to the disturbing trend of deepfake porn. We take someone's face and place it to another body without consent. Deepfake pornography is sometimes confused with fake nude photography, but two are mostly different. Fake nude photography typically uses non-sexual images and merely take it appear that the people in them are nude. What started as a tool for innovation has become a weapon of violation. But how did we get here?
Hannah was nearby. I remember looking at her and going, "Oh, it's real."
And there was just like photo after photo of me, clearly porn images, but then my face had been superimposed on the women in them.
Creation may be about sexual fantasy, but it is also about power and control and the humiliation of the woman. The same technology is also being used for sextortion, a type of online blackmail in which criminals threaten to release indecent images of victims unless they pay money or carry out demands. Here is senior UK police chief. Today, platforms like Telegram host groups with hundreds of thousands of members sharing those fabricated images. For instance, one group with over 220,000 members, think of your Instagram profile. Every picture you have ever posted could become the part of this nightmare. Deepfake began in 2017 on a Reddit forum where users manipulated video for fun using deep learning algorithm to superimpose faces onto others. One of the earliest examples occurred in 2017 when a Reddit user created a deepfake pornographic video of Gal Gadot that quickly spread online. Soon the likes of Emma Watson, Scarlett Johansson, and Natalie Portman became victims. But this was only the beginning of the darker evolution. By 2018, advancement in the AI led to the development of the public apps automating the deepfake creation process. In 2019, South Korea emerged that men are using a Telegram chat room to blackmail dozens of young women into performing sexual acts in a scandal known as Ninth Room. A report by the Deepfake Labs in 2019 revealed that 96% of the online deepfake content was pornography. Platform hosting this video, usually created and shared without consent, received around 17 million monthly hits. The top two websites contain more than 44,000 videos each, while 5 other host more than 10,000 deepfake videos. By October 2024, it was estimated that nudity deepfake bots on the Telegram had up to 4 million monthly users, turning ordinary images of women and girls into nude. What's even more alarming, the people who create the video charge as little as $5 to download thousands of clips, and they accept payment via Visa, MasterCard, and cryptocurrency. Deepfake creators also sell access to libraries with thousands of videos for subscription fee as low as $5 a month. At the National Police Chief Council conference in London last week, Murray revealed concern over emerging AI heists in which fraudsters use deepfake technology to impersonate company executives and trick their colleagues into transferring large sums of money. Deepfake are no longer just a personal violation, they are societal threat. But who are these victims? Deepfake abuse does not discriminate. It's a crisis that affects everyone from global celebrities to everyday individuals. Celebrities like Emma Watson and Gal Gadot have been targeted. In 2023, Twitch streamer at York stirred controversy when he accidentally revealed deepfake pornographic material featuring female Twitch streamer.
I don't know. I just clicked the fucking link at 2 a.m. and the morals didn't catch up to me, and I'm sorry.
British female politician targeted by deepfake pornography. Nearly 4,000 celebrities were found to be victims of deepfake pornography. In January 2024, AI-generated sexually explicit images of American singer Taylor Swift were posted on X and spread to other platforms such as Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram.
Images of Swift reportedly shared over 47 million times on X.
There should be legislation, obviously, to deal with this issue. Congress should take legislative action.
Taylor Swift fans flooded social media to bury explicit deepfake images of her, a desperate act of digital defense. But what about the Sophie Parrish, who discovered Dr. nudes of herself are circulating online before laws were even in place to protect her? Sophie Parrish, 31, from the Mary had discovered that fabricated nude images of her had been posted online prior to the legislation being introduced. Prince Nancy's 15 school children over age-generated naked images. Mariam Al-Adib learned of her deepfake nude features when she returned home from a business trip. Her mother said the images is completely realistic. If I did not know my daughter's body, I would have thought that images were real. As Adib was learning of the picture 1,000 miles away at the Westfield High School in New Jersey, many girls were targeted by explicit deepfake images generated by the students in their class. At the center of both the incident in the Spain and the New Jersey was the same app called Clotho, whose website received more than 4 million monthly users, invite users to undress anyone using AI and charge approximately £8.50 for 25 credits. Another 15-year-old girl said that a stranger had taken photograph from her Instagram account and made fake nudes of her using her real bedroom as a background. One of the worst things that can happen to a person, according to Ruby, a 16-year-old from Toronto, is to find a nude picture of yourself on the internet. Last week, a middle school in Beverly Hills expelled 5 students who victimized 16 8th grade students by creating AI-generated deepfake explicit images.
On October 20th, me and a few other classmates had AI nude photos made by other classmates.
From classroom in New Jersey to chat room in South Korea, deepfake abuse was permeated every corner of our society. But what's driving this epidemic? Recent example of deepfake include an audio recording of President Joe Biden telling New Hampshire residents not to vote.
It's important that you save your vote for the November election.
In March last year, a video appeared to show President Vladimir Zelensky telling the people of Ukraine to lay down their arms and surrender to Russia. This year, a finance worker at a multinational firm was tricked into paying £20.5 million to criminals after a video conference call in which the scammer was able to convincingly pose as the company's chief financial officer. For this victim, the damages did not end online. It followed them into their personal lives, affecting their mental health and social relationship. I feel unsafe in my own skin, one victim lamented. The damage caused by the deepfake goes far beyond the digital world. In the United Kingdom, Carl Marshall has been jailed for more than 2 years for creating and sharing 266 sexually explicit deepfake images of using photos of faces of real women and children. One of the Marshall victims said, "I am not the same person I was before. I worry when a man looks at me for too long and the panic that he may have seen the images." Another of his victims said, "No one touched me yet. I feel violated and used." Victims often report anxiety, depression, and in severe cases, suicidal thought. In 2018, Anayub, an Indian journalist, faced death threats and defamation when her AI-altered explicit images were circulated online. Ayub explained that she continued to struggle with her mental health. Her story underscored how deepfake does not just target our images, they attack our sense of safety and self-worth. When Jodie from the BBC Radio received an anonymous email telling her she had been deepfaked, she was left with suicidal feelings, and several of her other female friends were also victims. Feline, the Monash University professor, says her research has found high rates of mental health concerns such as anxiety, depression, self-injury, and suicide as a result of digital abuse. Deepfake technology has made the creation of child sexual abuse material, also often referred to as child pornography, faster, safer, as easier than it has ever been.
The school informed me that there were suspected 34 girls, but they never confirmed how many were actually victims.
If you are in your 20s and 30s, you probably watch pornography. While it's perfectly normal to be curious about sex, watching a lot of pornography can affect your sexual satisfaction, and AI porn is no different. You might, for example, start comparing your partner to the hyper-realistic but impossibly perfect digital-generated actors of AI porn. However, since the moral landscape surrounding ethical AI porn is a grey area where we pushed into uncharted territory. If technology can exploit our most private vulnerabilities, how can we ensure the platform hosting this content are held accountable? Imagine discovering that your likeliness is being exploited on a platform that profits off your violation. Several major online platforms have taken steps to ban deepfake pornography. As of 2018, GIFCAT, Reddit, Twitter, Discord, and Pornhub have all prohibited the uploading and sharing of deepfake pornography content on their platforms. In September of that same year, Google also added involuntary synthetic pornographic imagery to its ban list. Ryan Daniels of Meta said Meta strictly prohibits child nudity, content that sexualizes children, and services offering AI-generated non-consensual nude images. Also, X take action on deepfake networks, smearing UK politician after BBC investigation. But bans alone are not enough. Loopholes and inconsistent informants allow this abuse to continue unchecked. Genevieve O, an independent researcher who has tracked the rise of Mr. Deepfake, said video uploads to the website have steadily increased. When deepfake consumers find videos they like on the Mr. Deepfake creators profile, often take them to a Fantopia links where they can pay for access to libraries of deepfake videos with their credit cards. On the Fantopia payment page, the logos for Visa, MasterCard appears alongside the fields where users can enter credit card information. Subscribe today and fill up your hard drive tomorrow. A deepfake creator's Fantopia description reads, "How can we trust platform to protect us when the system themselves are complicit?" Tools to find deepfake. In a world where images and video can be faked with astonishing precision, knowing how to spot a deepfake is crucial. The high accuracy of algorithms like Deepfake offered a promising tool for identifying and mitigating the spread of harmful deepfakes. In 2019, Deepfake launched the first publicly available detection tool which allowed users to easily scan and detect deepfake videos. And similarly, in 2020, Microsoft released a free and user-friendly video authenticator. And here's the limit twist: AI is not always harmful. South Korea provided proof of this too. In 2022, a digital sex crime sports center run by the Seoul Metropolitan Government developed a tool that can automatically track, monitor, and delete deepfake images and video from an average of 2 hours to 3 minutes. The technology, which later won the 2024 United Nations Public Administration Prize. But are such advancements enough to stem the tide? The United Kingdom Revenge Porn Helpline and Meta have developed two digital hashing tools for victim survivor. Anyone in the world can use these tools to generate an anonymous digital hash, a unique unique numerical code by scanning the image from their device. This hash is then shared with the companies participating in the scheme, including Facebook, Instagram, Pornhub, TikTok, and OnlyFans, so they may detect and block any matches on their platform.
As you can see, I am here on the beautiful island of Mystique.
President Trump is a total and complete.
I feel really blessed because I genuinely love the process of manipulating people online for money.
Does that make it real?
Fake news, boys. You're being conned. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
To spot a deepfake. In the early days of the deepfake, the technology was far from perfect and often left telltale sign of manipulation. Fast checker have parodied of images with obvious errors like hand with 6 fingers or eyeglasses that have differently shaped lenses. A lot of the AI deepfake photos, especially if the people have an electronic sheen to them, an aesthetic sort of smoothing effect that leaves skin looking incredibly polished. You can check the consistency of the shadows and lightning. Often the subject is in clear focus and appears convincingly lifelike, but elements in the backdrop might not be so realistic or polished.
Take those PPG signals from many places on your face and convert them into PPG maps, and then we develop deep learning approach on top of that to classify into fake or real video.
While technology can help protecting yourself, start with awareness and action. What to do if you are a victim? If you have been targeted, it's a good idea to talk to someone you trust, such as friend, family member, teacher, counselor, or psychologist. You can block the perpetrators through your mobile on social media and report them to relevant platform and authorities. If someone you know, such as classmates, students, authorities, can take action to ensure you don't interact with that same person anymore. The Australian E-Safety Commission has step-by-step video guides on a range of online safety topics, from how to change your privacy setting on social media to how to choose strong password. But the fighting against deepfake is not just about detection, it's about prevention and empowerment. When does artistic freedom cross the line into digital abuse? That's the question at the heart of the deepfake debate. However, distribution is widely condemned and the creation of the deepfake often escape legal scrutiny. This loophole emboldens perpetrators who can claim that their content was a harmless fantasy if it is not shared. Some defend deepfake creation as a form of creative expression, others argue it's a digital weapon. Charlotte Owen from the House of Lords described deepfake abuse as a new frontier of violence against women. But where do we draw the line between free expression and a digital harm? Can justice truly be served if the root of the problem remains untouched? The legal response is fragmented at best. South Korea has led the charges by enacting stringent law that criminalize the creation and possession of the deepfake pornography. Under the new law, those caught buying, saving, or watching such material could face up to 3 years in prison or fine up to 30 million more. However, the other nation lag. In the United States, only 4 states have the specific law addressing deepfake, leaving countless victims without legal resource. In the United Kingdom, recent amendments to the Online Safety Act include criminalizing the sharing of non-consensual deepfake content, but gaps in enforcement persist. Other jurisdictions such as Netherlands and Australian state of Victoria already criminalize the production of sexualized deepfake without consent. If we can outright distribution, why not create? And if we don't, who pays the price? Because behind every manipulated image or video is a real person grappling with trauma, humiliating, and the loss of control over their identity. This is not just their fight, it's our too. It's not just about the laws or technology, it's about all of us standing together to say enough.
Literally like my face speaking Mandarin, and on the background I'm seeing Kremlin and Moscow, and I'm like talking about things like how great Russia and China are.
I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe, but if this video resonated with you, join the movement to raise awareness. Share this video with your community, talk to your friends and family about the dangers of deepfake technology. Hashtag no more deepfake porn. Each of us has a role to play in creating and safer digital. Together we can expose the misuse of AI porn victims and push for meaningful change. Let's ensure technology empower us, not exploit us. What will you do to be the part of the solution? Tell me in the comment section below.